Yeah, bring your A game this time, cause next sound studios recording live. Top notch sound with an A1 crowd and they clapping their hands up all night. Here is where we shine, like stars that we are. Providing next sound, entertainment all night long. Hearing next sound, run that back, need an encore. Providing next sound, run that back cause they wanna see more. Here is where we shine, like stars that we are. Providing next sound, entertainment all night long. Hearing next sound, run that back, need an encore. Providing next sound, run that back cause they wanna see more. Hearing next. Oh look, your clips gone viral. Your page got better with the follows. Got you singing your heart out. Hard work going far now. Getting requested on the call zone. The page so
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Next Sound Studio Live, our weekly show that connects fans with their favorite indie music artists through their lyrics with our director, Will B. Walker, and his director's cut. I am your host, Leni, Sydir, and I'm glad to be back here to share the night with you, and even more excited to be introducing tonight's featured performer, LaMarco. Let's give it up for LaMarco one time, guys. Now, LaMarco is an American singer and songwriter whose soulful voice, magnetic stage presence, and sharp songwriting have earned him international recognition. Renowned for his vocal agility and his genre-blending sound, LaMarco has graced stages alongside legendary artists such as Brandy, B. Slade, Robin Thicke, Kim Burrell, and so many more, cementing his reputation as a dynamic force in both music and fashion circles around the globe. Let's give it up for international one time, y'all. Now listen, most recently, LaMarco completed a successful 2-year international tour entitled Feeling Good, a LaMarco Experience, captivating audiences across continents with performances on both land and sea. The tour showcased his signature blend of authenticity, charisma, and high-level musicality, further establishing his unique footprint in the live entertainment space. Here's LaMarco with our director to discuss that tour, as well as the lyrics to some of his songs tonight, as well as his first performance. So let's get ready for an awesome show, y'all. Here's LaMarco with Will B. Walker.
Welcome, everyone. Here I am, Will B. Walker. I'm with LaMarco.
Hey.
He's back with us again, fresh off tour.
Yes,
Did a 2-year international tour.
Yes.
So I just want to jump into it and talk a little bit about what this Feeling Good, a LaMarco experience, what that tour was like for you.
Yes. Wow. First of all, thank you for having me back. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all good? Good. Yeah, Feeling Good, a LaMarco experience was literally just that. I was feeling good, and it was an experience that I was able to finally just tell my story through music. So basically what it was 2 shows, actually. One was called Soul Buffet. One was called Feeling Good, a LaMarco experience. And they were all just a culmination of different songs that have impacted my career, you know, from childhood up until now. And so I opened with like 1920s Hey Pachuco from the Royal Crown Review. You might have recognized that from The Mask. And then I went on to do Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and then some original music and jazz and just a plethora of things that make me an artist. I wanted to just show that in one specific place, and it was very well received. The stories that I heard, the testimonials, the reviews, it was just a good time.
Was there anything like exciting or like memorable that happened? Of course, like when you're traveling, you always experience these things that you'll never forget in life. But I'm sure it has to be super awesome experiences as a performer and entertainer. So anything just like that you'll never forget that happened while you were on tour this time?
I really believe the audience interactions on the shows, like, you know, the beaches and the different places I visited are beautiful, but I think what I came there for was to impact people and interact. And so I think my most exciting aspect of the tour was just watching the people come on stage. I would always bring people on stage, you know, during the middle and the end of the show, and just seeing the different energies from different countries. And, you know, it's always different. Some people are very quiet and modest, but they still want to come up and enjoy. Some people are rambunctious and just couldn't wait to get on stage.
Perfect. So we're getting into talking about your talent. I think it speaks for itself. It speaks volumes. Let's talk about some of the music that you performed here live. And that, Next Sound Studio Live.
yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No.
One is a party.
Yes.
Let's get into the lyrics in that. In that song, you talk a little bit about learning a lesson. I've learned my lesson. So, what in life? What is one of the biggest lessons that you have learned?
Wow. So one is a party is on my EP, The Pandemic, which I made literally during quarantine. What else am I going to do in there? So shout out to Ego who produced that. The lessons that I learned, one of the lessons was not everybody thinks and feels and acts like me. Now we always say that we know that that's, general statement, but I think especially when it comes to love, not everybody loves the same way or has been given the love to even give out the same love.
That goes into my next question. I was going to actually ask, like, what have you learned through a breakup? If you have learned anything, what has it taught you about yourself that you didn't already know?
Humbly speaking, I'm a commodity, y'all. I'm a commodity. And so if you get a chance to be with me, you got to take care of it. And I'm an empath. And I don't know if you guys are empaths out there. You know what I'm talking about. Like, we feel everything just a little bit more. And so, I always got to be cautious of who is in my space, especially my romantic life. I got one life. I don't got time to be wasting it with, somebody that don't really want to be there. Okay. So,
And if you are, so like,
Yeah.
say like you are involved with somebody and you just need that peace or that, not saying like you want to like break up
yeah.
or something like that, but you just need your own peace, your own sense of isolation. How do you do that? How do you get your own peace?
well, first of all, I communicate. So I think I'm a really good communicator. And that's just been over time. I've been learning, like, a lot of times I don't like confrontation. So what's happened in the past is that I'll let things slide because I don't want to start an argument when I should have started that argument. And if you really love me, it won't be an argument too long. It'll just be, we disagree, but we are friends first. We get each other, And so there was just moments where I'm like, I can't tolerate it anymore. But knowing myself and my personal boundaries as a grown man now, who has a lot to lose, I don't have time.
Well, I'm glad I got you thinking about it before you take the stage. So now you have a lot of emotional recall to take with you while you go tear up the stage and tear it up tonight performing One is a Party.
get it.
Here he is, Next Sound Studio Live. We'll be back.
Bring it again this time, 'cause Next Sound Studios recording live. Top Next Sound.
With all this time in my room, I had time to think of me and you, the thought of things that we could do, but you wouldn't get over you now. I'm hoping that you're missing me, but that's not my reality. Yeah. All this time I see it was only, come on, for all my unanswered questions. I think I've learned my lesson. Stuck here with just me. Come on. But I found out one is a party. Can I see you put your arms up? Come on, put the ones up. Let's go. One is a party. Put your ones up. Come on. Come on, sing. Yes. Do you have enough food? Do you have enough water? It shouldn't be my concern, but I have a heart, sir. I'm watching all the news. I'm wondering what you would do, but now I see this is clearly the beginning of the space you see. From all my unanswered questions, I think I've learned my lesson, yeah. Stuck here with just me, yeah. But I found out one is a party. Hey, said one is, huh. Oh yeah, yeah. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. But it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on, I'm my own friend. Come on.
Bring your A game this time, 'cause next time studios record live. Top-notch sound.
What a way to light up the stage and start the show tonight, LaMarco. Let's give it up for LaMarco one more time, y'all. And also, while you're at it, let's give it up for Next Sound Studios and B-roll visuals for this awesome platform. All right. Make sure you're tuning in every week so that you don't miss out on this awesome, awesome, awesome entertainment. Now, also, if you yourself are an independent music artist and would like to be a part of this amazing platform, make sure that you submit your links to the QR code below, and don't forget to include all of the music links that you would like to be considered. Now, let's get back to LaMarco, tonight's featured guest. Shifting into a new era, LaMarco is wrapping his production right now on this highly anticipated collaboration album, I should say. It's called Quiet Time, produced by Ago, slated for release this spring, so y'all look out for that. The project promises introspection, style, and emotional resonance, reflecting the depths of LaMarco's evolution, as well as both being a storyteller and an artist. Now, simultaneously, because he's not a one-trick pony, simultaneously, he's recording a gospel project also with his producer, Butter, his return to his spiritual roots that showcases his passion for uplifting and soul-stirring music. LaMarco continues to push boundaries and inspire with a message of resilience, reinvention, and realness. Here he is one more time with our director, Will B. Walker, to further elaborate on his upcoming projects as well as his next performance. Y'all give it up one more time for LaMarco.
Bring your A game this time, 'cause next time studios record live. Top-notch sound with an A1 crowd, and they clapping their hands up all night.
So, another song that you perform here at Next Sound Studio Live is Baptized in the Rain. So I know you're working on like two different projects basically. One is going to be a gospel project. How did you get that calling or that spiritual awakening to say, hey, I'm going to do this project?
Yeah.
And in the midst of doing another project, how did the
Right.
idea come about?
Shout out to Butter, who is the producer of this specific project called Church Kid, and it happened pretty suddenly actually this year. It started in 2019, October 2019. I took my mom to Groove, which is a bar in New York City, and I took her to this bar, and there was a live band playing, and Butter was actually one of the musicians, and they brought me on stage. They were like, yo, you look like you can sing. And I was just sitting there, and they're like, come up here real quick. And I sang with them and did one song, and they're like, oh, heck yeah, man. And so Butter and we connected after the show, got his information. Then the pandemic happened, and so we lost touch for literally 5 years. And then in January of this year, I hit him up. I just went back to my emails that he had sent me some tracks before, and I was like, you know what, let me revisit these and see what was going on in there. And there was one he called Good Man, and it was like, boom, 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 very churchy, you know? And I was like, okay. And I took that, ran with it. That's when Church Kid came. I sent it back. He was like, this is fire. Here's another one. And then before you knew it, we had 10 songs. And then before you knew it, we were getting label attention. And before you knew it, it was just, okay, now we have a project. I'm always inspirational in my music, but it's never really, I've always just trying to be industry minded, if you will. And there's a universal, they call it, make it universal for everybody. But, you know, everybody didn't save me, you know, and everybody didn't, come on. And everybody didn't, everybody doesn't hear me when I'm crying, and everybody doesn't respond to me like this. And so I just felt I would be remiss if I went this whole career without making a gospel project, not just a song or two putting at the end of my album, but like a staple, so you guys know exactly who I am and who I was.
Your roots. You returning to your roots.
Come on,
you know?
And it's not even returning because I never really left. I'm putting all of this together in a culmination, in a combined platform, so you can have that whenever you need it. You know, we see Hollywood and what goes on behind the scenes of Hollywood. It's not fun, and I've been there. I've been to these parties. I've not those parties, but I've been invited to these parties. You know,
I was going to say, hold on, wait,
no, you got
30 extra minutes.
No, but I've been to like those Hollywood events and functions and things like that, and it's as crazy as you hear about, you know, and just thinking how saved and protected I've been over the course of my career when I could have been easily swept. And so Baptized in the Rain came, and Butter actually entitled the track Baptized in the Rain. So I didn't even have to think too hard about it. I was just, if that's what you were feeling when you made that track, I'm gonna go on with your with your vibe. And then this magical song came about, and my guitarist Ronnie shreds it. You guys are gonna meet him in a minute.
Ronnie.
Shout out to Ronnie. He's played with everybody.
Shout out to
J-Lo, Brandy, Quincy Jones, now LaMarco. So we're gonna have a good time, but it's just been an amazing ride. This music has come so easily to me. You know, I'm a pretty quick songwriter, but this has been freestyle. I can remember my mama said when I can't call you. Easy, because it's my truth, you know what I'm saying? And so I hope you guys enjoy it when it comes out. I hope everybody supports. And if not, it'll be there for the next generation of people and for the aliens to party to and for whomever else needs it in the future. I'm just trying to make sure you know that my contribution to music history was necessary.
And it is.
Come on.
And here he is performing right here, Next Sound Studio live. It's Baptized in the Rain. Get ready to clap your hands and stomp your feet. We'll be back.
Shout out to Butter. Clap your hands, come on. Come on, let me see you here. Even that long, come on. It's called Baptized in the Rain. Available on Church Kids soon. Come on. Can I get a little more music, please? Listen. I can remember my mama said when I can't call you. I'm glad I remember, 'cause I ain't never needed you more now than I do. When I was down so low as I can possibly go, till I couldn't know myself at all. And I was rocking in this body but was late to the if you know, then you know what I saw. I saw a shell of a man that I didn't love, when that's all that he wanted from me. But then I felt this hug like it came from above. Love rained down on me, baptized in the rain. Come on, free me from the pain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baptized in the rain. Woo! I'll never be the same. Listen, yeah, don't wanna remember. I've been trying to overcome everything I've been through, but I still remember. So tell me, how did I manage to forget you? When I was down so low that I can possibly go, it was you that gave me strength. And when I feel myself falling back down, you promised to give me again. You just light a path when I always go off the road. When I do, you don't let me. If I know nothing, I know you. Baptized in the rain. Woo! Come on, y'all. Free me from the pain. Only you can do it. Baptized in the rain. Yeah. I'll never be the same. To the bridge. Come on, listen. Said my way wasn't working so well, but today I could really use your help. If the lifeline is still open, come on, baptized in the. Can I just see you? Come on, free me from the pain. Only you can do it. Baptized in the rain. Let's have church, y'all. Come on. I'll never be the same, but I know I ask too much from you. But please, I need you to hold me, wash me, do it. somebody. Hey, only you, only you.
Y'all, let's give it up for him one more time. He is killing it on stage tonight, y'all. Now, if you've enjoyed the music that you've heard from LaMarco tonight, be sure to check him out on all of your streaming platforms. And if you've enjoyed us, make sure that you tune in week after week where we're always showcasing dope independent music artists taking the stage live. So thank y'all once again for tuning in. I'm your host, Leni Sydir, and it has been my pleasure hosting y'all tonight. Now, here's LaMarco one more time with our director, Will B. Walker, to discuss what he has coming up next. We'll see y'all again next week.
I know you have mentioned previously your new project, Quiet Time.
Yes.
Which is a song that you also performed here, Next Sound Studio Live. So I just want to, one of the parts of the song, or a piece of the lyrics, talk about hushing your mind. So what do you do when your mind is going crazy and the thoughts just won't stop? When does that happen typically, and what do you do about it?
We got any overthinkers out there in the audience? Okay, great. So,
I'm an overthinker. I'll raise
okay,
my
so
hand
when
here.
does that stop? It does not stop. However, I talk to myself a lot. Not out on the street, hey, you know, but I definitely tell myself, you're okay. You're okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And to me, that's God telling me, you know, I'm okay. Or somebody will text me, Marco, just thinking about you. Oh, okay, thank you. So somebody on this planet knows I exist and knows what I'm going through, even if you don't know, you know? But again, talking good to yourself really goes a long way, because if RuPaul always says, if you can't love yourself, how are you gonna love anybody else, you know? And that's really true. And I always tell myself, I'm okay. I look good. You know, the days that I don't feel my best or whatever, I'm like, all right, well, maybe this is not my best. I'm giving, 5 out of 10, but I'm still giving something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just these moments where you got to always make sure you're in the grind, telling yourself, I can do this. I'm capable. I'm more than enough. What I tell the audience to say on the tour was, repeat after me. I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
Because I have to.
Because I have to.
Say I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
Because I have to.
Because I have to.
And that means that you don't necessarily control what we feel, but we control what we do. You know, quiet time, sometimes you got to turn off your phone. Sometimes you got to have your boundaries and say, you know what, I can't talk right now. Sometimes, and not feel bad.
And you mentioned earlier being like the strong friend, which means that people probably call on you, or you're always pretty much there. How do you create boundaries between me time and we time?
I tell people I can't talk. I feel that that's best rather than ignoring you, because I would usually just not, like, the phone is on Do Not Disturb. But now I can tell people, you know what, I just need a week. I need a moment. I need a day or two. I actually start off the music video of Quiet Time, shot by Snaggletooth Productions. With that, there's a skit where I'm on the phone with my manager, and she's like, Marco, we need this music right now. We need this music. And I'm like, y'all, I just did a tour for you. I just did a video. I need this music for me right now, and I need a moment. So no disrespect to anybody who's depending on me right now, but if I don't have anything to give, what you're depending on. So I really feel like it's no shade to anybody ever. And if you really care about me and love me, then you respect, okay, he needs this moment. He doesn't hate me.
Well, you heard it all here. Here he is performing right here, Next Sound Studio Live. It's LaMarco with Quiet Time. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. And tune in. We'll be back again next week with another talented independent music artist. We'll be back.
Let's get it. Shout out to Ego. Shout out to Ronnie. Come on. Listen. For you at home, let's go. Quiet time. It's my time. Quiet time. It's a fine line between our time and my time. Daylight and nightlight. Skyline, come on. Hey, quiet time for my mind. Hush my mind, listen. Turn off the phone, 'cause I'm not home. I'm not home. Sometimes you gotta tell them, that's all for the day. Unless you pay, then I think we could arrange. I'm trying to live my life, I'm barely getting by. And what's it all for? Could it all just be a game? If it isn't, let's play. But not today. I still need all my quiet time. Come on, y'all. It's my time. Quiet time. It's a fine line between our time and my time. Yeah. It could be daylight, nightlight, skyline. Quiet time for my mind. Break it down. Sometimes you gotta tell them, hush, 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 hush. Tell your mind. Yeah. 'Cause I need it. You need it too. Take off them clothes, turn off that TV, and get into yourself. Just be with yourself, be with yourself. Now I need to. I respect the hustle, but right now, this time for me. I see you work, I see you grind. It's alright, yeah. What about your quiet time? It's my time, my time. Hush, 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 hush. Be quiet.
Bring your A game this time, 'cause next sound studios recording live. Top notch sound with an A1 crowd and they clapping their hands up all night. Bring your A game this time, 'cause next sound studios recording live. Top notch sound with an A1 crowd and they clapping their hands